Let's see how my channel's doing. Wait, 100 subscribers already? So as you guys know, we've just hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. Well, technically 106, but yeah, it's just been amazing because it's only been 5 months, exactly 5 months actually, since we started the YouTube channel, and yet we've already gained more than 100 people who have chose to support me by subscribing. And yeah, I want to thank every single person who decided to subscribe and made me reach this goal. So yeah. Since you clicked on this video, you probably already know what we're going to be doing, but here it is. We're going to be doing 100 solves for 100 subscribers. Now, before you get your hopes up, no, we're not doing it in one day. We're going to doing it across a few days because firstly, I have schoolwork to do and I don't have that much time. So we're going to be splitting up into a few days, a few solves one day. Before we get right into it, I'm just going to be putting a few goals up here. Yeah, so it's going to be an average of 100, and we have a couple of goals that are going to appear on screen right now. So here are the stats for the first 25 solves. We have an 820 single, a 919 average of 5, a 1036 average of 12, and a 1083 average of 25. All these have met my goal except for the average of 12, so I'm going to try to get the goal of my average of 12, which is under 10 seconds, on the next 75 solves. Before we move on to the solves, I'm going to answer some of the questions that you guys said in the comment section of one of my videos. Let's get started. Okay, so first up we have Jovan Susanto. If you're from Singapore and you cube and you are under 12 years old, you probably know who he is, but I'll link his WCA profile in the description. So here's what he says. Hi Bev, congrats on 100 subscribers. Here are my questions. How did you start cubing? I started cubing, basically I had a Rubik's Cube in my house and I kind of messed with it when I was 5 or 6 years old, but when I got to 9 years old, I was just thinking, okay, I better learn how to solve this now. So I picked it up, went on YouTube, and learned how to solve it. And then I guess it was just I just kind of really liked cubing, and that's what made me continue. Okay, so question number 2, why did you decide to make this channel? So I think this channel was kind of inspired by a bunch of people who do cubing. So like I go on YouTube and then I see a lot of cubing videos. I think I generally enjoyed a lot of them and I decided to make my own channel. So I think at first I wanted to just post solves and everything, and then I realized that actual content was quite fun as well. So yeah, that's what made me make this channel. Any tips for OH and 4x4? I think it's quite funny because Jovan probably knows that I'm faster than him in both of these events, so he probably wants me to give him some personal tips. Firstly, OH, definitely use the table. I think I've told you this before, but like my one-handed will be nothing without table abuse. But apart from that, I guess do 2-gen, so like rotate during F2L and just do R and U moves, because R and U moves are like really fast. For 4x4, I don't think I really have specific tips, but I guess to be able to look ahead well in the 3-2-3 edge pairing at the end is gonna be quite useful, because look ahead is just like really important. Okay, so next question, do you think cubing hardware will improve throughout the next few years? Actually, I think so, because like recently the GAN 13 has been released, as well as the Tornado V3. I think these cubes are really great, and yeah, cubing hardware will definitely improve throughout the next few years. Your prediction on the Max vs Timon battle, hashtag MaxTimonTie486. I think that Timon will win, because as J-Prim said in one of his videos, Timon always breaks the world record by like 0.2, but Max only breaks the world record by like 0.01 or actually like ties the world record. So I think that Timon will win because of, I guess, the gap in which he breaks the world records. This is probably my favorite question. Would you like to get sponsored? The answer is definitely a yes. CubeWorks, the Cubicle, Speedcube Shop, Daily Puzzles. If you guys want to sponsor me, just send an email to hellocubef@gmail.com. And yeah. The next question is pretty interesting. Will you get 500k subs in a year, get a 3x3 average world record, win all the competitions you go to, or get full marks for all your exams? I think this is kind of hard because firstly there are like 4 options, and I think 500k subs in a year is probably out because I guess I'm not too focused on my channel. Like, my channel's kind of side thing. My keeping performance is more of the main thing. So probably get the 3x3 world record average, or win all the competitions you go to, or get full marks for our exams. I think this is definitely a very tough choice, but I think I'll go with 3x3 world record average because that's really cool. Okay, so these are the solves for the next 25, and as I said before, the first 25 solves got deleted, unfortunately, because I did it in a private window. So guys, I'm really sorry if you were looking forward to seeing the complete average of 100. However, there wouldn't be an average of 100, just an average of 50, and yeah. So the stats for these sessions weren't that great, except I got like a 754 single, which I'm really happy about. But I didn't get my average of 12 goal, which is kind of sad, but I will see if I can get it in the next 50 solves, the last 50 solves basically. Okay, so before we move on to the next few solves, we're going to be answering one more question from a friend at school called Alexotl the Great. The question is, when did you start cubing and what started it? Okay, I kind of answered this question just now, but I started cubing during the COVID-19 pandemic back in 2020 when I was 9 years old. I kind of just had a Rubik's Cube in my house, as I said, and I just learned how to solve it via YouTube, watched some videos, and I took about a few days to learn how to solve it, and then I was just hooked. I just really loved it. Okay, so this session wasn't great. Actually, it was pretty bad, especially the first few starting solves. I don't know what happened, but I just didn't do well, except I got like a best average of 5 in this session, so that's pretty great. But other than that, there's nothing interesting, and the first time was just like the first few solves was just really bad. Okay, so anyway, here is the second last question for the Q&A. By Emmy, who's actually also my friend. Question: don't your fingers ever get sore from turning the cubes like what seems to be a gazillion times? Don't you get cut sometimes? This question is obviously by a non-cuber. She's my friend. But like, no, I do not get cuts. My fingers do hurt though sometimes, like after a long session of like big cubes or something. Like, it does hurt, but no, I don't ever get cuts. But yeah, interesting question. Okay, so we're going to answer the question first before talking about the solves because we want to leave you on suspense. So here's the question by MINION CUBER736. Question: what do you practice most other than 4x4, 3x3, 2x2, and pyramings? Congrats on 100 subs. So firstly, thank you And secondly, you probably got the idea that I practice these events because of my WCA profile. I've been to 3 competitions, and 2 of which I do all the events that you wrote there, but I don't do any of these except for 3x3. So yeah, my main events are Mega Minx, 5x5, one-handed, and 3x3. I know there are 4 main events, but yeah. Okay, then now that that's done, we're going to be talking about the solves for this session. This was probably the best session out of all the other 4. So I got my best average of 5 like ever, like my PB average of 5. I got an 8.80, which is just insane. And also I made my average of 12 gold. I got a 9.99, which is sub 10. So yeah, I'm really happy about that, even though I barely made it. But yeah, I'm really happy with this session. It was really awesome. I got a bunch of sub 10s, and yeah. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up the 100 subscribers video. Thank you to everyone who subscribed again. I really had a lot of fun filming all these solves, even though it was kind of tiring and I was kind of lazy at some parts to do it. I overall had a lot of fun filming all these solves and just also getting a lot of practice in, because I also have an upcoming comp. So yeah, this was a good practice session of 3x3. And yeah, thank you guys for watching till the end. I'll see you guys in the next one.